Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Alvin Adi Nugraha from MBA Young Professional 62. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Mrs. Santi, Mr. Satya, and also for my supervisor, Mr. Meditya, and to all the participants for attending my thesis defense. I will present my thesis project titled in Customer Segmentation and Preference Modeling of Indonesia Mobile Telecommunication Industry, a data mining approach. Okay, let me begin the presentation. So, in my thesis project, I use empirical study or research approach as my thesis format. It will focus on the industrial level for this thesis project. And then this is my table of contents of my presentation. And then we move to the introduction, the background section. As shown in this picture, the number of mobile internet users in Indonesia is still growing. However, the growth is decreasing year by year. It becomes a challenge for a company in this industry about how to face it. With the competition around this company that is very tight, it makes each company struggle to maintain or even increase and maintain their revenue. Although the number of customers is increasing, it doesn't mean that each company revenue and net income increase. Therefore, it makes each company focusing their investment more on improving data volume per customer than increasing their number of customers. And then this research will focus on the mobile telecommunication industry in Indonesia. There will be five top mobile telecommunication company as subject on this research. We know all of these companies. The companies are Telkomsel, Indosat, XL, Tri, and Smartfren. Okay, we come to the business issue. As shown in the graphic from 2017 until 2019, the companies are struggling to increase or even maintain their revenue and net income. The questionnaire is also done in this research to get more insight into the business issue. Based on the questionnaire result, in the first pie chart, we can see that the amount is relatively low. It means that the average revenue or customer for each company is not optimal yet. And we can see from the second pie chart that the most respondent buy small data volume. It means that the data volume usage per customer is also not optimal yet. And then we can see in the bar chart, it can be seen in the first bar chart that most respondents choose not to agree to improve their repurchase intention to buy more data volume in future transaction. It means that the repurchase intention from the customer is still low. Next, it can be seen in the second bar chart that respondents only feel a little satisfied with their current provider. It can be concluded that customer satisfaction is not optimal yet. Last, it can be seen in the third bar chart respondent assess that the company have not known about their need and preference properly. So it can be concluded that the companies have not known about their customer on a deeper level. And from all the facts from the questionnaire result, the 5 whys method is built to determine the root cause of the problem. It can be concluded that knowing a customer on a deeper level is a primary key for the company. This could be done by determining the right market segment and make customer preference to know more about the customer. And for solving the business issue, it also requires a robust method that is objective, sophisticated, and based on actual data. So the data mining method is chosen to be used in this research because of the modern quantitative approach and the advantages compared to the traditional method. And then we move to the research question and objective. There will be two research questions. First, how do the companies improve their knowledge about their customer on a deeper level using the data mining technique? Second, how do the companies improve their customer satisfaction using the data mining results? And for the research objective, first, determining the main market segment and main customer preference in the mobile telecommunication industry using the data mining technique. And second, making the strategic recommendation to improve the customer satisfaction based on the data mining result. So we enter to the literature review section. First, we will talk about the market segmentation. In this section, market segmentation aims to identify market segment with a perspective to result in more efficient and satisfying market segment. We don't want to satisfying our customer. Because of that, demographic and behavioral segmentation method will be used in this research. And there are 13 aspects that will be used as variables for clustering method. The variables can be seen in the right table. And then we move to the customer preference section. Customer preferences are essential in making the customer satisfied. We need this. And each customer has different preferences, which means each customer also has a different perspective towards the brand or the company. And 10 customer preferences will be used in this research as independent variable for prediction method. We can see the variable in the right table. Also, for addition, there is a relationship between each aspect. So customer preferences has positive relationship with customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction has a positive relationship with repurchase intention. And then we talk about the data mining technique. So the data mining is a term used to describe a business analytic strategy that go beyond traditional method. We can see that the use of data mining has increased in this big data era. With their strength and automation, data mining technique can deal with massive quantities of data and exact value. And as we can see from the left pictures, the data mining comes from the data preparation until the model deployment. Generally, there are two data mining types, supervised and unsupervised machine learning. In this thesis project, the research used two methods, clustering method to determine market segment and prediction method to determine customers' preferences. For clustering method, this research used k-means approach because the thesis used categorical data in the questionnaire. And for prediction method, logistic regression is used because of the explainability power of the model. And then we move to the few information about the k-mode clustering. So commonly, the research use k-means, but k-means cluster technique cannot cluster categorical data. So the k-mode cluster algorithm are based on k-means patterns, but this k-mode technique extend the k-means pattern to be able to cluster categorical data by removing the limitation imposed by k-means. And you can see the simple formulation about k-means clustering in the left part of the slide. And next, there is some few information about logistic regression. The logistic regression model is used in this research because of its high explainability level and its straightforward interpretation. And this research especially used multi-class logistic regression because the number of target attributes is 5. And now we can see the formulation of logistic regression model that will be used in this research. And there is the variable for predictor and for target in the left table. And then we move to the research framework. This is my mindset. My mindset that I use to build the research, to do the research. And after I studied and analyzed all of the theories from my literature review, I use this research framework that has been proven by the previous studies that each aspect in this figure has relationship with each other. And for reminder, this thesis focus on the method, the data mining method, and the result, the market segments and customer preferences. Then doesn't focus, so the thesis doesn't focus on the relationship between each aspect in this framework. Then we move to the data analysis framework. So a quantitative approach is applied in this research using the data mining method. We start from collecting the data through questionnaire, and then we do the reliability test, validity test, and then we do the data separation. The data are separated into two categories, the data for clustering and the data for predicting. And then each of the data section will be done pre-processes data, and then the result will be validated. If the result are validated, we will get a main customer preferences and market segment. This will be used as a base to create a strategic recommendation. And then we move to the data analysis and results section. As we can see, this research determined the appropriate number of cluster. We want to know the appropriate number of cluster by using silhouette score method. As you can see from the graphic, you can conclude that the base number of cluster is 2 because the silhouette score is highest among the other. The higher silhouette score means that the data are separated well into each cluster. It means there will be 2 market segments. And then we move to the summary profile of each market segment. As you can see from the table, this is the majority profile of each segment, segment 1 and segment 2. So for the brief profile of each market segment 1 consists of low-income people in late adolescence who are primarily students, and segment 2 consists of high-income people in late adolescence to early adulthood who are mostly employees. And then we move to the new section, prediction method and process and result. So first in this prediction method, process and result, we will do multicollinearity checking. You can see in the first table that multicollinearity checking is conducted to find if the data has a multicollinearity or not. Multicollinearity is indicated if variance inversion factor or VIF is greater than 5, which means that the multicollinearity happens. In the first table, we found that all the variables experience multicollinearity because it's greater than 5, and therefore the multicollinearity must be eliminated. So principal component analysis, or we can call it as PCA, is chosen to eliminate multicollinearity by doing dimensionality reduction. All the current variables will be reduced into fewer dimensions. The dimension is called component in this PCA method. And to choose how many components that we will use in PCA, we use Kaiser-Goodman method. So Kaiser-Goodman method is used by choosing component that have eigenvalue more than 1. Therefore, as we can see from the second table, the appropriate number of component is 3 because the eigenvalue is more than 1. And then next step is to find the explanation and characteristic of each component. This step is important because the information of previous variable, the 10 variable, can be extracted from each component. As you can see, the characteristic of each component is described below. For component 1 is internet speed, network coverage, signal strength, other exclusive offer, customer care quality, and service center availability are not preferred. For component 2, is affordable package price is preferred, but network coverage and signal strength are not preferred. And for component 3, size of call minutes and SMS bonus size are preferred, but internet quota size and affordable package price are not preferred. Then we move to the building a logistic regression model. So next, the accuracy score for testing data is a 58.7%. And next, we will find the accuracy baseline. So the accuracy baseline obtained by using naive classifier to validate if the model is good or not, and the model has to be compared with the accuracy baseline. The accuracy baseline is a 51.7%. Therefore, the logistic regression model in this research has been validated due to higher accuracy score than the baseline. And after the model is validated, the model coefficient can be seen in the heat map table as the result. The main reason or main preferences of why customers choose their particular company will be known. So we look at the table and we see that the customer of Telkomsel and XL Axiata choose the company because they have more preferences on internet speed, network coverage, signal strength, call minute bonus size, SMS bonus size, other exclusive offers, customer care quality, and service center availability. And for the customer that choose Indosat, Tri, and Smartfren, they have more preferences on affordable package price and internet quota size. And then we move to the discussion section. So the data mining result in this research will be used as the consideration for decision maker to take action to improve their customer satisfaction. It can be a basis to make mini strategy, to making a marketing strategy, or even product development strategy. However, in this business solution, I will provide some possible strategic recommendation about what companies have to do to solve the business issue based on the data mining result. So for the clustering result, the company can focus on these two different market segments to maximize their profit. The companies are free to target only one market segment or both of the market segments. It depends of each company competitive advantage and the goal to determine which market segment to be targeted. The companies with the low-cost leadership strategy may target the low-income segment, and meanwhile, the companies with the differentiation strategy may target the high-income segment. And these are some possible strategic recommendations that I have built for attracting people in segment 1. So, such as making affordable mobile packages, making sales promotion to attract people in late adolescence suitably, making varied package and give an extra internet quota on social media or chatting application, making people in this segment easy to reach using digital channel. Marketing and sales division must be trained to communicate effectively to people in late adolescence and making user interface and user experience that's suitable and user-friendly for late adolescence. On the other side, I also make the some possible strategic recommendation for segment 2, such as making reliable mobile packages, making an exciting market campaign to attract late adolescent to early adulthood, making varied package and give an extra internet quota on social media, chatting or video call application, making people in this segment easy to reach by using digital channel, and marketing and sales division must be trained to communicate effectively to people in late adolescent to early adulthood, and also making user interface and user experience that is user-friendly for the late adolescent to early adulthood people. And then the discussion for the prediction result. So each company has as its main customer preference result based on the prediction method. The main customer preference result represent why the customer of each company choose the particular company as their brand. The customer preferences are vital for this company, and therefore the companies are supposed to focus on that main customer preferences. because that is the main reason why the customer choose the company. And it can be found that the customer of Telkomsel and XL Axiata have the same main customer preference on the quality of the network, after sales service quality, and the other exclusive offers. Meanwhile, Indosat Tri and Smartfren have the same main customer preferences on affordable package price and internet quota size. The companies have to focus on those main preferences, customer preferences, to improve customer satisfaction, leading to repurchase intention and maximizing the profit. And these are some possible strategic recommendations that I have built for the company Telkomsel and XL Axiata, like building more base transceiver station, develop a new innovative technology infrastructure, making for it package that include many offer of call minute and SMS bonus size, increase other exclusive offer, make a new system on its bonus point, improve the quality of its customer care unit by more training them routinely, and build more service center in all the region in Indonesia. And this is some possible strategic recommendation for Indosat Tri and Smartfren, such as offering affordable mobile packages, making adjustable mobile packages, making many sales promotion that focus on maintaining the package price lower, pursuing the low-cost leadership strategy, offering a larger internet quota size, giving free bonus internet quota routinely, and making an innovative reward system that give internet quota reward. And last, we come to the conclusion. In this conclusion slide, we will answer the two research questions of my thesis project. The first, how do the companies improve their knowledge about the customer on a deeper level using the data mining technique? First, the company have to know about the current market segment and main customer preferences that contribute to customer satisfaction and repurchase intention. This research keyword clustering is used to generate market segment, and logistic aggregation is used to generate main customer preferences. For the market segmentation, first market segment is described as low income people, and a second market segment is described as a high income people in late adolescent or early adulthood. And for the main customer preferences, the customer choose Telkomsel and XL Axiata because they have more preferences for the quality of network, after sales service quality, and other exclusive offers. Meanwhile, the customer choose Indosat, Tri, and Smartfren because they have more preferences for affordable package price and larger internet quota size. And for the second research question, how do the companies improve their customer satisfaction using the data mining result? The company can improve their customer satisfaction by creating action based on the data mining result. The possible strategy recommendation are derived from the market segment result and the customer preferences result. And the companies are free to target only one market segment or both of the market segment. It depends on the competitive advantage and the strategy of the company. So the companies also are supposed to focus on that particular customer preferences because that is why the customer choose that particular company. The company have to focus on those main preferences to improve customer satisfaction, leading to repurchase intention and maximizing profit. And last, we come to the implementation plan. So there will be two implementation plan. The first is for Telkomsel and XL Axiata because they have similarity on the data mining result. The activities are like building more base transceiver station, developing a new innovative technology, making varied package with large call minute and SMS bonus size, increasing the number of other exclusive offer, making a reward system, improving the quality of the customer care unit, and building more service center in Indonesia. And this is the resource allocation for each activity and also the timeline from 2021 until 2025. And it's the implementation plan for Indosat, Tri, and Smartfren because they have also some similarity on the data mining result. The activities such as offering affordable mobile package across many low price ranges, making adjustable mobile package, making many sales promotion, pursuing on the low-cost leadership strategy, offering a larger internet quota size, giving free bonus internet quota routinely, making an innovative reward system that give internet quota reward. And it is the resource allocation to each activities and the timeline from 2021 until 2025. And finally, we come to the end, and that's all for my presentation. I hope I delivered it very well, and all of you can understand it properly. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my presentation. Thank you.